online, and I just want you guys to be able to get to know me. So I'm gonna start with some questions that you guys actually asked yourselves. Thank you for the questions also, I really appreciate it. And okay, let's get started. So one of the first ones that someone asked me was my top 5 favorite songs. It's hard to pick. I'm like a huge music junkie, to be honest, and I love every genre. I love a lot of wide variety of music. A couple of my favorite songs, I actually just posted this in my last Instagram post, Where Is My Mind by the Pixies is probably one of my all-time favorites. Maps by Yeah Yeah Yeahs is also one of my favorites of all time. Devil Wears a Suit and Tie by Coulter Wall is also one of my favorites. Hi Scar! Love you, I miss you so much. Also, if you wait, I wanted to put you in this too and like have a couple of people come into the live with me also. So Scarlett, come in here with me in a sec. Devil Wears a Suit and Tie, Coulter Wall, Obsessed. Closer, Kings of Leon is also one of my favorites. I feel like it's kind of like a timeless song. Also, Skinny Love by, this is, I don't know if you pronounce it Bon Iver or Bon Iver. I feel like everyone says it a little bit differently, but Skinny Love by Bon Iver is also one of my favorites. And another one of my favorites is Role Model by Eminem. Kind of random. As you can see, I kind of like bounce all over the place with music, but yeah, that's another, those are like 5 of my like timeless pieces that I can kind of play at any time, I guess you could say. Okay, the second question that you guys asked was, I have my journal here that I wrote all the questions down in. What is your biggest goal in life? So, I'd say my biggest goals in life come from stability. I think that's something that I've always lacked, I guess, growing up a little bit, and like never really had when it came to family and financial situations. I never really had stability. So for me, stability is something I strive for long term, like the only thing that really means anything to me. Stability, family. I didn't have much family growing up. I'm an only child and can probably count my family on one hand. At least people I'm, still close with or can be. And then happiness is also one of my biggest goals in life. I just think rather than having career-oriented goals and having something stem from greed and success, for me it's all about mental, my mental. So just stability, family, happiness are kind of my long-term goals. Okay, someone else asked, do you want to get married and have kids? Yes, I love family. It's one of the most important things to me ever. And I would love to get married and have kids one day. I'm 23 now, so probably not super soon, but I would like to have a kid relatively young, maybe by the age of like 28, 27, 28. I don't know, there's something about I know it's not super young to have a kid, but on the younger side, I guess. My mom personally had me when she was 22. So that's like super young. Hi Shar. Also, if I'm missing some of these things you guys are saying, I'm kind of just going off this book. So I don't see. Shar, love you, miss you so much. Alright. Favorite moisturizer in skincare. What skin do you have and how do you get a glowy look? So I hate wearing makeup. Like even when I go out or do anything ever with friends, go out at night, I really like to wear minimal makeup. My moisturizer I use is a Dermalogica, I think it's called Active Moisturizer, Active Moist, somewhere in that area. I use that and I just try, for me, less is more. So it's not too oily, not too dry. It's just kind of like a super simple moisturizer they sell at Ulta and a bunch of beauty stores around the world. It's kind of simple. What kind of skin do I have? I'd say I have more on the dry side, so I never use powders ever. I never do like the setting I just get cakey pretty fast. So yeah, I definitely have a little bit of drier skin. And how do I get a glowy look? I use all creams. So now I don't really have anything on. I have a little bit of concealer here. I kind of filled in my brows because I have really shitty brows. And yeah, that's it. I try and keep it as simple as possible. But there's actually a product by Tatcha. It's a stick serum that I like to put here. I don't have it on right now, which I probably should. But It's a Glowy Tatcha stick serum that I kind of put just all along here and here. Highlighters, just creams, nothing to dry you out or anything. I just keep things pretty glowy. Next question is, are you single? Shocker, I'm single. I know you guys have kind of been following my life with relationships, and it's been a little up and down, but I'm single and I'm happy, and there's no rush to get into anything else. I just kind of take life day by day and kind of take it as it comes. So yeah, I'm single at the moment. I'm not dating anybody. What do you eat in a day? I have my days where I, eat shitty, to be honest. Like, I grew up super just, like, on junk and, like, toaster strudels and Lunchables, and so there's still, like, a nostalgic spot for those kinds of things. But for the most part, because my job, I like to feel my best, and I feel healthiest when I'm in shape and I'm eating good foods that are healthy for me. So what I would eat in a day, let's start with breakfast. I love egg whites with avocado and hot sauce. Also, I put hot sauce in everything. I'm obsessed with hot sauce. So yeah, egg whites with avocado, maybe like some sweet potatoes or broccoli or some kind of vegetable in there. And then for lunch, I love to normally have a kind of fish, usually salmon with brown rice and veggies. Hi, Mare. I'm seeing your message. I love you. I miss you. I hope you guys are all being safe and healthy and at home. This is a really weird time right now for us, and it's really scary. So everyone, please be safe. 6 feet. But yeah, so then for lunch I would do something like salmon with brown rice, like veggies if I'm being really clean. And then for dinner, nothing specific. I try and stay away from any heavy breads, anything too carb heavy. But then again, I told you I also have my days where I'll just gouge on like ravioli and lasagna. I love sushi. I love fish. I don't eat meat. I've been pescatarian for about 6 or 7 months now. I just love animals and just kind of want to do my part with our world and global warming and everything. So, sorry, there's cars driving by. I'm like on the street. But yeah, so sushi, I try and incorporate fish into at least 1 or 2 of my meals. It's, at least until now, I'm hoping to slowly become vegan. I try and substitute anything I can. I don't really drink dairy or anything now either. Fish is kind of the last thing for me that I'm gonna try and cut out. But yeah, it's kind of an average day for me. Okay, what's the story behind naming Ronald? If one more car drives through this random street, I swear to God, this is like such a small street. This is not. And of course, everyone's like, stay home. And there's like tons of cars on the road. Thanks, guys. What's the story behind naming Ronald? Why a Dachshund? So I wish I had her out here. For those who don't know, I have a wiener dog. Her name is Ronnie, and she is the best decision I ever made. Huge responsibility getting a dog while you're working, traveling, but she's hands down. Hi! She's hands down the best thing. Where's Ronald? She's probably running around inside. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. Also, okay, so if anyone's ever seen the last song, hi. Yeah. I'll have some later. Thank you. So has anyone seen the last song with Miley Cyrus? So I really love boy names for girls, and I really love that Miley's name in that movie was Ronnie. And I watched the movie like the night before or 2 nights before. I ended up finding Ronald. So found her, and she's just such a little tomboy personality. She's like a big dog in a little dog's body, which I love personality-wise for her. And so yeah, I just found her, it clicked, named her Ronnie, and yeah, I don't know, and then it evolved to Ronald because some people call her Ronaldinho, based after the soccer player. She just has a lot of nicknames, and I love it. So yeah, that's how Ronald got her name. Oh, and why a Dachshund? I looked into Dachshunds a lot going into wanting to purchase a dog, being that I do travel. I wanted to be a small size so I could bring her everywhere with me. For those wondering, I bring Ronald damn near everywhere with me. If I ever travel for like jobs and stuff, she'll come with me on set sometimes. She comes with me to LA, New York, wherever I have to go. And she's just very loyal. She's very attached to me. She's one of the most incredible breeds I think I've ever had, which I'm really happy about. So I love her. Hi, Kirk. Hi, thanks for coming and watching. I love you guys. I miss you. And Kirk, I need to work out. I've been really lazy. I've gained some weight from this quarantine. So please. I'm gonna text you after this. I need help. Favorite ways to relieve stress and anxiety during this quarantine? I definitely have gotten some built up anxiety from all this. I feel like at least once a day I hit a mental point where it all hits me at once, and I'm just kind of like, holy shit, our world is a fucking disaster right now. We're all in quarantine, our economy is collapsing more and more by the second. Like, this is probably one of the scariest things to happen to us in hundreds of years, to be honest. And that hits you. So for me, taking a step back out of that and reading a book, going for a run, taking a walk outside, having a dog obviously helps too, to like put my attention onto something else that matters a lot to me. And I don't know, normally when we're allowed to kind of be out and about, relieving stress would be, I love to ride horses. I've ridden horses my whole life, so just kind of going out and like going to like this, I've been going to this trail riding place since I was like 7 or 8 years old. I've been riding there my whole life. So I'll usually just go there, ride for a little bit, I don't know, read, work out, helps me relieve stress like crazy. So exercising, highly recommend exercising to relieve stress, and releasing that serotonin in your mind just definitely helps. How did you start modeling and why? This is actually a question I haven't really elaborated on before, but so pretty much when I was 15 years old, I got a job working in retail at Brandy Melville. I think I was 15, yeah. And got a job working retail. I was working the front door, I was folding clothing, and I was like genuinely working retail there. Was working in retail, and then Brandy Melville scouted me to kind of start working for them and modeling with them. And they kind of boosted my career and my following, and then that was my first job when I was 15, 16, started working with them. Then I did, for some people who remember me from summer break, I did summer break, which also kind of helped give me a little bit of a platform and exposure. And then I went to New York immediately after that, signed with Next Models Worldwide, and kind of did the whole traditional model route. I lived in model apartments for my first maybe 2 to 3 years of modeling because I couldn't financially afford to have my own place, or, you know, it was just more of a traditional situation, I guess you could say, in the model world. But yeah, so for those who don't know what a model apartment is, an apartment that has maybe 1 to 2 bedrooms, and it has like 6 to 7 girls in it, and you share a room with like 2 to 3 girls, and it's very... It's cool, and it builds character, and it's not, you know, the most amazing situation, but it's incredible, and I wouldn't change anything from my upbringing. So yeah, that's kind of how I got started. I think Brandy Melville was my whole start to everything. Did you ever play any sports? I did. I played every sport. I played football. I was wide receiver for a couple years. Played softball. I ran track. I was a dancer for like 12 years. I was a gymnast. I was a cheerleader for 4 or 5 years. I was just very active growing up, and my dad always wanted me to be daddy's little boy, kind of, I guess. So he always had me in every sport possible. I played golf for a while. I played tennis. So yeah, I always was very active growing up, and still to this day, I love playing sports and just kind of getting outside. Sorry, I'm reading what some of you guys are saying. It's getting a little hectic. How you handle dating and breakups at such a young age? I feel like this is a question that I kind of got asked a lot, being that my dating life has been a little bit in the public eye. How do you handle dating and breakups? I think this past year for me has been a little hectic. Maybe some of you guys know or don't know, but I was in a relationship with someone for 4 years. And when that kind of love and connection suddenly fell apart for whatever reason, it definitely took a toll on me emotionally, mentally, and I think, to be completely honest and vulnerable with you guys, which I would like to be, I definitely feel like I immaturely tried to fill that void and fill that hole with other people, other experiences, other relationships, and looking back on it, I think it was definitely maybe a little bit too soon to do that, but you know, I think just being young and living and learning and going through these experiences is is important. And, you know, I've always been the kind of person that has to touch the stove to know it's hot. I kind of have to go through it myself. Everyone's like, don't do this, don't do that. And I'm like, I kind of have to find out on my own if I should do that or not, and the consequence for it, if that makes sense. So, breakups, the only thing that's ever gotten me really through a breakup mentally is staying busy, being with friends, like spending time with people who support you and make you happy and make you feel good about yourself, because obviously breakups can mentally make your mind go all over the place, like at so many times, so many places. So yeah, that's kind of how I've been going with dating. My dating life is kind of a mess, sorry. Do you still listen to Mike's music, and are you guys friends? So this is something I wanted to touch on because Mike is, let me know if you guys can hear with these fucking planes going up by, because I'm outside right now and I can't tell if you guys can hear or not. Shh. It's really loud. Sorry. Okay, do you still listen to Mike's music, and are you guys friends? Yes. This is the only guy I'm going to touch on because he's one of the most important people in my life. He's still one of my best friends. I consider him to be family and someone I'll always respect and love more than anything in the entire world. I listen to his music all the time. His voice is very nostalgic for me and very peaceful. So sometimes I'll play old songs that I was around when he wrote, and I don't know, I'll just always love him and have a really special place for him in my heart. So anything about him and that experience we had together was it's nice, it's peaceful. So of course I still listen to his music all the time. I go on benders actually where I'll listen to him for only a week or two straight, and then I'll be like, alright, I should probably backtrack and relax, not get too excited. What is the most attractive thing you notice about a guy's soul? I think genuine motives, I guess you could say. I feel like it's really hard to find people that are genuine in the way they speak to you, in the way they treat you, and there's a lot, in the circle I've just kind of grown into, I think there's a lot of temptation and a lot of stepping on people to get to where you need to be. So something that stands out to me in a guy is if he's just genuine and pure, and his sense of humor is genuine as well. I just think meeting someone who's naturally themselves and not trying to try too hard to be someone they're not in a town full of people who are constantly being someone they aren't is really refreshing and stands out, I just feel like that is important to me. If you knew you could have one last meal, what would it be? Also, if these are your questions, I'm sorry I didn't tag the names and stuff because I just didn't know how to pronounce some of them, but I really do appreciate the questions. If you could have one last meal, what would it be? Okay, so I have two, which isn't really answering the question properly, but I have a weird guilty pleasure for egg and cheese croissants with hot sauce. It's really, really weird, but I love breakfast sandwiches more than anything in the entire world. So it'd either be that or it'd be sushi, because sushi is also my favorite meal, maybe, of all time. So one of those two. Workout routine. I don't really have a routine, and I'm going to be completely honest. I've worked out maybe once during this quarantine because I've just been kind of taking this time to not give into the pressure of having to upkeep. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, I guess. I've just been kind of taking this time to myself, more mentally than physically. Just reading, and I feel like I'm taking this time to grow as an individual rather than just be fit and be kind of hard on myself, I guess. Workout routine, though, is I work one-on-one with a trainer, usually from Dog Pound. Shout out Dog Pound, Kirk, Reese, and Kevin, and all my boys that I train with over there. I love them to death, and they definitely keep me in shape. I do all cardio, all high intensity, a lot of reps and stuff, just to kind of just to lean out rather than bulk. I don't really use any heavy weights ever because I just like to be as lean as possible. Kind of hard to explain my workout routine now. There's no exact routine. But eventually, I post a bunch of stories and stuff, so I'm sure you guys see what I post. Alright, what else we got? What's your ethnicity? If you guys care. I am Cuban. My mom I'm Cuban and Filipino on my dad's side. And on my mom's side, we're American and a little bit of Hungarian. So it's a little bit of a mix, but I'd mainly say if someone asked me, I'm just Cuban-American. and you can kind of tell a little bit of Filipino with my little eyes. But yeah. Something that triggers you negatively. Something I really don't stand for at all is when men try to belittle women, when men try to belittle women's feelings and talk down to them and treat them like they're less than we are. I have no tolerance for men raising their voices at women at all whatsoever, and I'm the kind of person that will immediately bark back if someone tries to, like, I don't know, there's just something about men treating women as a lesser equal that really gets under my skin. So definitely something that triggers me negatively and brings out a little bit of a bark in me is when guys try and treat girls shitty or lesser than what they are, raise their voice at them and think that they have the upper hand, because that's not the case at all, and especially in relationships and stuff. I just think everything should be very equal. What advice would you give to young girls in the modeling industry? It's fucking hard. It's mentally, emotionally one of the most draining things, I think personally, being that it's all based on, you know, looks and measurements and shapes and proportions and this and that, which can be very detrimental to your confidence. So I would just say don't listen to no's, because there's going to be no's. There's going to be so many no's. There's going to be so many people telling you can't do this, you can't succeed in this, this is your body type, this is what it should be, this and that. And at the end of the day, if you stay genuine to yourself and you don't follow the norm and you just kind of be who you are, I think we're in a generation where our industry is kind of changed, and I think being you is one of the most important things that shines through at the end of the day. So don't give up at all at the end of the day. Don't let negativity get to you. I see even my fucking comments here, everyone's like, blah, 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 this and that, everyone has something to say. Don't listen to any of these people who have negative to say about you. Trust yourself, trust your instinct, go with your gut, and trust the process of life, and trust that things are put in front of you for a reason. I recently read a book called The Alchemist, which is kind of law of attraction, more of like a spiritual book that helps you gain a good perspective on the process of life, and that you should just trust things that are put in front of you and that they're there for a reason. Stay positive, just don't give up on things, because they do happen, you know, they really do. So just be optimistic. I don't know. Will you start a YouTube channel? No. I don't think that that's something that I have ever been pulled towards. I don't really want to start a YouTube channel, to be honest. I feel like a lot of people try and start YouTube channels and they're not necessarily passionate about it, to be honest, and I think that translates in your work on YouTube. Like, I'm not going to make a channel just because I want more success in that world. If I'm not passionate about it, I don't think it's gonna... Hi, Mads! Love you. Pip, pip, the diddly do. Yeah, no, I'm just not passionate about... Obviously, this is, like, maybe the first question live I've ever done, ever. So I'm just, like, not even... I don't know, I'm not good, like, doing self-talk to myself type things. And I'm not passionate about it, and I think that that would translate in my work, and I think it would just kind of be a waste of time. For me, personally, I think some people crush it. I have girls who I know who, like, do YouTube and beauty so well, and, like, that's incredible. Just not for me, so, yeah. What are you passionate about? I'm really passionate about music. I love music, and to be honest, I think music is probably one of the only reasons I'm, like, alive. Music has gotten me through everything and anything, and I can't even go a single day, a single morning without waking up and not playing music in the morning. I just think, I don't know, having some kind of energy in the back, some kind of noise, having lyrics to relate to explain what I'm feeling when I can't even explain how I'm feeling myself. I think that's really powerful, and music's helped me get through, it's helped me get through literally everything in life possible. So music, passionate about. Dance, I'm really incredibly passionate about. I was a dancer for 12 years, and it was my passion up until modeling kind of started taking up all of my time. I started traveling, and my agency was like, maybe slow your roll on that, let's focus on this. I still dance privately, but or when I'm out and about with friends and stuff, but yeah, definitely passionate about music, dance, and animals. I really love animals, and I actually wanted to address this because I visited Myrtle Beach Safari. Alexa, volume 2. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I went to Myrtle Beach Safari a couple of months ago, and this was before I had any education really on how they were treating their animals long term. You know, there's shit about euthanization and they're being caged and treated, and I just want to apologize for ever representing something cruel towards wildlife. I understood the educational purposes of it, but I think that if you watch this new documentary on Netflix called Tiger King, Tiger King, one of those two, it's incredible and it educates you on what's really going on in the wildlife animal sanctuary community. A lot of it's fucked up, and I really don't agree with a lot of their tactics, and I had no idea going into that, so I sincerely want to apologize for representing that community at all. And I've deleted my picture, and I just wanted to apologize to anyone, animal activist world. I'm heading in that direction. I love animals more than anything in the entire world. Like I said, I don't eat meat or anything. So yeah, wanted to address that and make sure everyone knew that I felt really bad for, I don't know, just after watching that documentary, it was a little fucked up. Favorite artist at the moment is Coulter Wall. I don't know if anyone knows who Coulter Wall is. He's a young artist with a very deep, soulful country twang. And I love him to death. I think his music's incredible, and I love his sound. I think it's very interesting. So if you haven't, this also isn't an ad. Nothing here is advertisement at all. I'm just kind of like going on a whim. Look up the song "Devil Wears a Suit and Tie" by Coulter Wall. If you like kind of like a American Southern guitar twist and music and a deep voice, I think he's incredible. So if you look up that song, I think it's a great song. What zodiac sign are you? I'm a Scorpio. My birthday is November 5th. I was born in 1996. And yeah, I'm not huge in astrology, but I definitely think I'm a pretty cliche Scorpio. We're stubborn, but we're very loyal. We're very loving and very like cuddly, but I think if you cross us, then we can be a little bit of a asshole. But then again, that's kind of vague and applies to everyone. So like I said, I'm not super into astrology, but I'm a Scorpio. Did you go to public school as a kid? Was it weird people knowing your dad was an MLB? I did go to public school growing up. Every grade up until high school, my mom put me into Sorry, I need to stop reading these messages. I went to public school my whole life up until high school, and it was definitely a little different, people knowing about my dad, I guess. I never really... Okay, so, kind of a personal thing. I'm not super close with my dad. Love him to death, and we're cool, but he's just kind of been a little in and out. So, it was cool, I guess, people knowing and whatever. I definitely think there was, I'm just going to be honest, a little bit of silver spoon there, a little bit of an advantage, I guess, probably having that notoriety as your family. I'm not going to, like, bullshit it. But it was also hard because I wasn't close with him and he wasn't really ever there much for me. So all I ever did was, like, hear about it, but I didn't have it, if that makes sense. So everyone was like, how's your dad, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Asked me all these questions that I didn't even know the answers to. They're like, where is he? And I was like, I don't really know. So as much as it was great, and I wouldn't change anything for the world how I grew up, I wouldn't change my family for the world. I love them more than anything ever. You know, you have one family, so I think that's really important. But yeah, so it was cool. It was interesting, but it was definitely hard because, like I said, we weren't close at all growing up. So it is what it is. Yeah. All right, let me see. First thing you're going to do after all this passes. So me and my best friend Scarlett have had a tradition where it was like maybe once a month, once every couple of months, but we're trying to do it like a once a month thing. Scar, if you're in here watching this, love you, miss you. We would take edibles and go to Universal Studios and pretty much just like go and like go together. And it's not a crazy hectic amusement park, but it's fun and it's cool to just run around and kind of be in like a different world, different movie set type of place. So the first thing I'm doing when I get out of this is taking an edible and going to Universal Studios with Scarlett. 100%. Scarlett, love you, miss you. Someone also asked if I smoke weed. Yeah, I do. I don't think there's any reason to necessarily hide it, especially being that it's legal where I'm at. I don't necessarily want to say that everyone should do it, especially for any younger fan base or people that are watching this. For me personally, I have a lot of anxiety and I suffer from just kind of, I don't know, I just get in my head a lot, really, and I get anxiety, especially when I travel. I spend a lot of time alone. I get in my head a lot, working a lot, and yeah, so for me, weed has helped, to be honest. So I try and smoke only at night for the most part, like once I've gotten everything done, because weed can potentially, you know, make you lazy, make you eat a lot, make you not really get things done that you're supposed to. For some people, like personally, if I smoke weed in the morning, I can't really go about my day as I would sober, to be honest. I'd rather like watch movies and like kick it at home and like whatever. So yes, I smoke weed for my anxiety. It helps me a lot, and it's better than relying on prescription pills or anything like that. I think that's a really dangerous route to go down. So anyone suffering from anxiety, just know that personally, yes, I do smoke weed. I'm not gonna hide it. Love weed. All right, what else? I think I kind of answered everything that I had. That was like 20 questions. My quarantine life, what my quarantine life's been like, I wake up every morning, I have a coffee, because I need a little bit of inspiration to get up during this time and like be fit and be healthy. So I'll wake up in the morning, have a coffee, I'll go for a run, do some kind of exercise, get some kind of fresh air. Obviously, social distancing, I cannot stress how important that is to, if you do want to take your walk outside, you know, keeping your distance from people. And there's people walking by right now, and it's awkward, I get nervous. Alright, they're gone. Yeah, so if you do feel the need to go for a walk outside, I personally think that's okay. If you keep your distance, and you're not, you know, if you're feeling okay and you need some fresh air, I think sanity is a big thing right now for everyone. And I think keeping mental stability during this time is so important, because who knows what the fuck is going on. I think there's so much information, there's so much uncertainty, and so many theories, and so much just, it's just hectic. And this is the first time this has happened to our world in quite some time. So I try to go for a walk at least once a day, get some fresh air, do what I need to do. Obviously, social distancing. I'll read a book. I'll work out at home. Just do any at-home workouts I can. And yeah, reading, watching movies. This is also not an advertisement, but probably my favorite show of all time, Ozark on Netflix. Sorry. Season 3 just came out, literally yesterday, the night before. One of my favorite shows of all time. And yeah, if you're looking for a show to binge, Ozark is one of the best, with Jason Bateman, who's also one of my favorite. Also, All American on Netflix, season 2, I think, just came out, season 2 or season 3. Great show. Love both of those. Also, obviously, like Family Guy and Friends, like those are some of my like classic favorites. The Office, can't go wrong there. So yeah, okay, so now, I know I've been on here for quite some time now, but I wanted to kind of accept a couple of you guys after I take a sip of wine. Also, I'm going to be honest, my quarantine life has involved a good amount of wine. I get a little bit bored at night or at 6 o'clock. I like to have a glass of wine, so just being honest. Alright, so I kind of want to accept a couple of people to come in here with me. I'm a little worried because didn't Bieber just like get some weird like masturbating girl who like went on and then like hid? Okay, so I'm gonna accept one of these requests. Let's see. Fix the hair. I don't know how this works. Connecting.
Hey,
Hi. How are
that's
you?
so funny. I didn't think I'd actually get accepted.
Well, yeah, I just kind of went through and picked a random. What's your name?
I'm Hannah.
I'm Josie. Nice to meet you, and I appreciate you watching and tuning into this.
Yeah.
It's really sweet of you. Where are you from?
I live in San Diego, born and raised.
Oh, gotcha. San Diego's on lockdown as well right now. All of California is, right?
Yeah,
How are you
it
holding up?
is. And I just stopped working, well, by choice. So, I work at a retirement community, and 4 employees, 4 caregivers got tested positive for corona. So it's like,
Really?
no,
I'm so
yeah,
sorry to hear that. This is honestly such a dangerous and scary time. I hope you're feeling okay and staying
yeah,
home and staying healthy and, doing everything you can to help your immune system. It's really important right now.
yeah, it's scary. So now I'm just staying home. I didn't know what to do, so I like called my dad because I was like feeling stressed out, and he
Yeah, of
was like, "Don't
course.
go to work."
I
So.
mean, I'd definitely rather be safe than sorry. I know there's a lot of people in this world who can't, sacrifice. Some people have to fucking work, and a lot of people aren't making money. It's just such a scary time. The economy's crashing. People are losing their money and their jobs, and I'm so sorry that, you're not working at the moment either. It's just really unfortunate to hear. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, it was by my own choice. I mean, if I wanted to still work, I can work because
Yeah.
the old people can't take care of themselves.
I
So,
know, I
it,
know. That's
yeah,
really scary. I'm obviously seeing statistics of older people being way more vulnerable to this virus, also passing from it. So I feel really bad. I can't imagine mentally what they're going through as well, knowing that they're the ones who are like kind of the target for it.
yeah,
How are they holding up? Are
it's
they kind of staying positive, or how are they when you were still working there?
they're good. So we have it's independent living and assisted living. So they're like big apartments, and they have like the kitchen and a fridge, and they
Okay.
have it's just pretty much like normal apartments that we would live in that have like a pool and like jacuzzi and a movie theater, and they have like hair salon. They even have a bar, but on
Sounds kind
assisted
of
living,
nice.
yeah, on assisted living, they're more confused. Some of them have like dementia or Alzheimer's or something,
Yeah.
so they don't understand, and they don't like being cooped up, but it's
Yeah.
what to
Damn.
do.
Well, I'm really sorry that, you're taking off work and everything. This is all happening. I hope you're holding up okay mentally and
Yeah.
everything else financially. It's a tough time, but thank you for coming into my life. It was really nice to talk to you,
Yeah.
and I hope you stay healthy over there.
Yeah, I feel good. So, I mean, I've been exposed, I guess, because we all clock in at the same place,
Totally.
but I hope I don't get sick. But I
Okay,
feel
well, just
fine.
stay healthy, stay home. If you haven't exposed to it, it's incredibly important to stay quarantined as long as you possibly can, and just we're all taking this day by day. But it was really nice speaking to you, and I hope you are okay and feel okay.
Yeah, same to you.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, everyone's saying I'm pixelated, but I don't know what to do. Your connection's bad. I think it was because I brought someone else into my live. Okay, is this better? Can someone tell me if this is better or not? Also, Scar, where are you? Come into this with me. Okay, I'm gonna pick 2 more people to come into this live. I think right now. And then I don't know what's going on. Am I pixelated? It's terrible. Everyone's saying different things. Ugh, what do I do? I'm on Wi-Fi. Oh no. Maddie, tell me, is this better? Okay, is this good? Is this better? Don't take any more callers. It's getting better. I'm sorry, it's probably going to bring other people in, but I want to. Thanks, Matt. All right. Let's see. Bring in someone else. Sorry, guys. Let's see what's going on in here. Can I request someone? Scar, get in here with me. I just requested Scarlett. If you guys want to know, Scarlett's my best friend. And I hope she accepts and comes in here with me. Come on, Scarl! All right, well, then I guess she doesn't wanna. All right, I'm accepting someone else. Okay, oh my god. I'm kind of scared to pick someone who's gonna have, like, a dick out or something. I'm a little nervous. All right, just pick someone. Woo!
Yeah.
Hi!
Wait, one sec. Let me plug this in.
Are we pixelated?
Are we?
You're pixelated. Dang it.
I am.
A little bit. I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Where are you from?
We're from Miami.
Oh, you are?
We're trapped by the
Miami.
pool. Yeah.
It could be worse. Trapped at a pool.
It could. We've honestly been doing nothing. Where are you trapped?
What was that? You've been doing nothing what?
We've been doing nothing. We've been playing tennis, and that's pretty much it, because the boats aren't allowed out.
Yeah, you guys are on full lockdown over there as well, right?
Yeah.
Well,
What are you
at least you
doing?
guys have a pool. In Miami, you know, it could be worse. I feel like the weather over there
Weather's
is,
nice.
yeah,
That's
could
so
be
true.
worse. Yeah. What are your this service is like completely cutting in out. Sorry, I didn't mean to hang up. It just completely like froze and freaked out on me. Let me see if I can call again. What's going on here? Mads, you better accept this. Come on, Mads. Why is this taking so long? Alright, well, I don't understand why it's taking so long for me to do these little fucking invite-in, whatever they're called, group lives. Okay, I'm accepting one more person, and then I've been on here for 45 minutes, and this is a fucking record for me, so I gotta get out of here. Should we get a guy? I actually recognize this name. I feel like I always see him in my DMs.
No way.
Hi!
What's up?
Wow, got a guitar. Are you gonna play something
Yeah.
for me?
I just learned Surf by Mac Miller.
You learned what?
Surf by Mac Miller.
Are you gonna play it for us?
Yeah.
Okay. Play it.
Where are you going? Can I come to? The whole world is up. I'm like nervous as hell.
No, that was good.
I'm literally in love with you.
I love it. Play for the people more ready than I am, so.
Alright, deal. Where are you? Where are you going? Shit. Alright.
You got this. I have faith in you. Take your time. Don't be nervous.
Where are you going? Can I come to? The whole world is open, a playground for me and you. And and we could be fine. Who the hell knows? It's your eyes and your ears and your mouth and your nose. I'm fucking it up.
No, but it's really good, actually. I didn't, when you accept people when they start doing things, you never know how it's gonna go. This is really good. This is great.
Alright. See now I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you're just nervous. Okay, well, whatever you just played, it was incredible. I thought it was really good. You just learned that today? Quarantine life?
Yeah, I started learning it yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I started learning it last night, so.
Well, I wanted to invite you in here because I recognize your name, and I feel like we've talked on social media before. I've just
we DM'd for like a little bit.
Gotcha.
But, yeah.
Well, nice to finally officially meet you, and I appreciate
Likewise.
you playing that for us. How you holding up over there? Where do you live? Where are you from?
So I do mortgages. I'm a sales guy. That's my
Gotcha.
setup. So I live in Scottsdale.
Okay, I love Scottsdale.
I literally live in Old Town.
That's sick though.
So I got my record player, my
Vinyl record.
vinyls. Yeah.
I love that.
Got my shout out Nam Naso. You need art.
That's sick. Who made that?
This kid in my fraternity. I went to ASU.
That's sick. I fuck with that heavy.
Yeah, it's tight.
Someone says, "Can we get this guy downstairs though? Come me."
Yeah, yeah.
That's dope. Well, how are you holding up during this whole quarantine? I see you're learning some music, playing the guitar.
Yeah.
Getting more done than I am.
It's really hard for me because like I love people. I love talking to people.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of, you know, I don't like not talking to people. Like normally.
Yeah, socialize. At least we have social media. Imagine this happened back before the internet, phones and shit.
That's-
like
see,
when
that-
things went down. At least we can come together on Twitter and like kind of like enlighten the moment and like make a couple of jokes. Not that this is a laughing matter, but it's nice to be able to have some kind of humor and some positivity.
That's true. That's true. And I think it's like more so, just in general. It's a good time. It's a good time for reflection. But like,
Totally.
like normally this is like popping off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, right in the middle
Like
of
it does.
Scottsdale.
Yeah.
It's hectic
Yeah.
over there.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, it was nice of you to call in and want to go on this live with me. I'm going to accept a couple other people into this so I can kind
Deal.
of socialize a little bit. But it's
Deal.
nice to finally meet you, and I'm
You
sure
too.
we'll be, you know, connected through Instagram and whatnot. But thank
Deal.
you for watching. I appreciate that.
You too. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, he was so sweet. Okay. Okay, if somebody, can you guys, like, I literally love everyone watching this. I feel like you should stop typing Logan in the comments. Like, everything's fine, everyone's friendly, everything's cool, nothing to talk about. I'd really, really, really appreciate it if we just kind of stopped making that the subject of everything. I mean that in the nicest way. Love everyone. It's really, really okay. Skeezes! Hi, love you. Oh, wait, someone asked what my tattoos were. If you guys cared now. So, I'm going to start with the last one I got. I don't know if there's a way to show you. I have no hard feelings tattooed on my top shoulder, like very dainty. Oh. Sorry. No hard feelings. I just believe in forgiveness, and I think it's very mature to move forward in forgiveness and not really take anything too harshly, I guess you could say. I don't know. I just feel like, sorry, I'm dropping shit left and right. I just believe in forgiveness, and I think that at the end of the day, it's better to forgive because you're doing more of a burden on yourself than you are them by holding a grudge. So at the end of the day, for me, no hard feelings. If shit happens between us, it is what it is. I'll probably keep it in the back of my mind, you know, if someone can be a certain way if true colors show. But I think it's really mature and shows leadership qualities to just forgive and move forward. No hard feelings. I have free here. I just feel like I'm kind of a bit of a free spirit. I don't like explaining my tattoos. I'm not going to do it. Sorry, never mind. I'm going to take another live person instead. All right, who else is in here? Oh. Wait. Oh, no. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, God. Wait, okay. Let's see who else I can invite in here. How do I do this? Okay, boom. Alright, let's see. Who do you get in here? I want someone to be, like, exciting. Like, this last guy just played music for us. That was so cool. What the fuck? Alright. Joe, it's your time to shine. Let's see it. Let's see what you got.
Fuck off. What's up, Josie?
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. I'm just hanging out on live, you know, socializing a little bit, social distancing.
You know what? First time I ever saw you was on the Mike Stud These Days tour. in Toronto.
Oh, really?
Swear to God, yeah. And I was just gonna say you're an angel.
Thank you. That's really sweet of you guys. Thank you. Where are you? You live in Toronto, I'm assuming?
No, we're actually a little bit south from that. We're from Windsor, Canada, right near Detroit, off the border. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Well, what are your guys' names?
I'm Dan. This is my brother Joe here. Nice to meet you.
Hi. I think I met you guys. That was a while ago. That was what, like 4 years ago?
Yeah, I think 2015.
I
Honestly,
was
yeah.
a baby. I was like 18. That's crazy.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I was young. I mean, I think
so
18 or 19, I assume, if it was that These Days tour. That was like 4 or 5 years ago.
it was a good time though.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun on the road with him and the boys. I love them all to death. They're still like family to me. So
So if you don't mind me asking, like, what's going on now with that? Like, if, the boy Kilmer.
Uh, I will always love him more than anything in the world, to be honest. He was a huge part of my life and my first love, and to be completely honest, the only person I've ever, like, really, truly been head over heels for, so I'll always consider him family. Who knows what the future holds, you know? You never know. Wise man once said, you never know.
Of course.
But yeah, no, nothing but respect for him and what he does. I think he's one of the most incredible people I've ever met, and, you know, maybe down the line things could work out for us again, but I think we're just kind of trying to be individuals at the moment, focus on work and do what we need to do before getting anything crazy again, I guess.
Absolutely. I appreciate the talk. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, of course. It's really nice to meet you guys. Thanks for
you as well.
calling in.
All right.
Nice to meet you guys. Hi. That's funny. Okay, well, I'm getting kind of nervous now. Okay, I'm going to take one more, or maybe two more, because I guess I'm bored and, like, I've had a glass of wine at this point. Okay. Do you guys like that I'm going live and doing this? I feel like I don't ever go live much and, like, communicate to you guys. You guys don't really see how I am as a person, and I really want to give you guys the opportunity to, like, see me, because I feel like you guys see a lot of shit through pictures and interviews and tabloids, I guess you could say. So I just want you guys to know me for who I am, like, genuinely, and I don't know. It feels nice. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. Okay, I think this is I don't really know how to pick. How do you guys pick these guys? Alright, let's see what girl. If you guys, I don't know if you can see me. Hi. Alright, Emily. Got one. Hi.
Oh, hi. How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you? I'm as good as I can be, I guess, in these circumstances.
I know, right?
Yeah. How are you doing? Where are you from?
I'm good. I'm from Michigan.
Okay, cool. What's the world like over in Michigan right now?
I haven't really been outside in like 2 weeks, to be honest with you.
Smart. Smart.
I go on walks. That's about it. But I know, I think today where it's locked down until the 30th. So that's all I know. But
Yeah, until April 30th as of now, right?
Yeah, that's all I know.
That's crazy. So you guys are on full lockdown as well?
I think so. Yeah, all but like it's just essential businesses.
Yeah, grocery stores and etc. Damn, that's crazy. So what have you been doing to kind of keep the time passing for you?
Mainly art. I do a lot of art. I've got a cat too. He's super cute.
I know. I feel like animals are so essential at this time. My dog has literally been saving my life completely.
Really are. They really
are. Cute. Yeah, totally. So you do art. So do you paint, you draw, or is this your work in the back?
Oh. So I paint. So like I do like this.
Wow.
Thing. It's like
That's sick. How'd you make that?
So I just use like the back of a paintbrush, and then
that must take so much time. Is it a bunch of kind of like dots?
Mhm. So it's just a
Oh my god! Wow, that takes commitment right there.
Yeah, it's fun. And I just realized I'm wearing a Nickelback shirt, but it's okay.
I love Nickelback, so don't worry. I love it. You look amazing. Well, I hope you're okay and you and your family are healthy and happy and staying safe. I know this is a really weird time, and I'm glad you have something like art to kind of release the stress during all this.
I have something to do.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing. Well, it's really nice to meet you. And I'm glad you watched and called in and everything. That was really sweet of you.
So glad, but I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. All right, bye.
Oh my god, this is so cute. I love meeting you guys. Okay. I'm gonna do another one. Oh, this is so cute. Hair play overload? I'm sorry. It doesn't look good. I'm trying my best. All right. Last one. I mean it this time. How do I see, All right, how do I do this? I can't even read half of these things. Do I need glasses now or something? Alright, I'm trying to find something that'd be exciting. I'm not sure how to be able to tell. Alright. Please don't be weird. Or like, decline. Alright then. Alright, I think I recognize this name. Come on.
No way.
Hi!
What's up? How you doing?
Amazing. How are you?
I'm great. A lot better now.
Where are you from?
St. Louis. Well, yeah, I was born
I
and
love
raised.
St. Louis. Such a fun city.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in St. Louis, and I'm going to college in like Springfield, so it's like 3 hours away.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so like classes got canceled and everything, and then like
School's canceled for the year, no?
yeah, so it's like everything's online now. But I already had like a house down here, so like I still have to pay rent on it, so I figured I might as well stay.
Might as well stay there. Yeah, totally. I know. I feel like a bunch of people are totally locked into so many different situations, especially college kids with school and everything is being canceled last minute. This all has like been sprung so abruptly. It's kind of, obviously inconveniencing everyone.
Yeah, and I've got like half a semester left too, so it's like.
So how does that work with school? If you guys are, it's obviously done for the year. Is it going online now? Is it being postponed, or how does that work for you guys?
Yeah, so it's all going online, and I think one of my classes is doing like Zoom, and then the other one they're just like we turn all of our assignments in online. So it's kind of like it kind of sucks for me because last semester I moved back home to be closer to my girlfriend at the time because her mom and her grandma both got cancer at the same time. So I was so I was like, I'm gonna go back home and be close to them, and like I'm just not good at online classes, so it was really rough. And then we broke up, and then so I was like, I guess I'm gonna go back, but I'll take like all classes on campus. It'll be easier for me. And then all this happened, so it's like,
yeah, this is really hitting everyone from fucking different directions. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you're holding up over there, what have you been doing to pass the time and keep yourself kind of occupied mentally, I guess?
Kind of a lot of different stuff. So I have a podcast about like the St. Louis blues. So
Okay.
I've been doing a lot of that, and like so doing like video production and trying to like reach out to like people about like guests and stuff. So in that regard, it's kind of cool because I can like spend more time on that. But like personally, like I really like writing, especially like poetry.
I love that. It's amazing.
Yeah. So I spend a lot of time like outside because like the weather's actually been nice for once. So
Yeah, it's been pretty nice in LA as well. So it's hard to just be like cooped up when it's just so nice. You just want fresh air and do something.
Exactly. But thankfully my house has a backyard. So like I'll go back in the backyard, and I have like a hammock little setup back there. So I'll just like either write poetry, or I've been trying to teach myself guitar, but I don't really know like the actual notes. I'll just like look up how to play a song that I think is cool.
Yeah, you could
And
self-teach. I mean, it's definitely not going to be the easiest thing in the world, but I know a couple of people who are self-taught, and it's also, I mean, for me, music is like one of the most therapeutic things ever. So just